He killed 2 kids in an at-fault crash and was suspended by state police for it.
The son of the former leader of the agency faced no charges, and tonight he's getting ready to move into a cushy new position. The investigative unit and Chris Nakamoto has more on what Caleb Reeves will be doing.
Sylvia, Michael Reeves is being moved to the intelligence section, also known as investigative support. His own colleagues don't think it's fair and believe his checkered past should make him ineligible. Tonight they say it's another case of the good old boy system at work. It's going on 2.5 years since Caleb Reeves killed Kajane and Ajane Lindsay in an at-fault crash in North Louisiana. Crystal Bracknell was a witness and spoke up because she knew he'd get off easy.
That's why I've come forward as the witness, because I know it's not right.
Reeves, the son of former head of state police, was never charged and received a slap on the wrist, 720 hours off for killing 2 people while responding to a call. Fast forward to today, and Reeves is up for a cushy new position within state police and is in the process of being moved to their intelligence division.
You would think we kind of wised up and said we can't really let that happen again.
LSU law professor Ken Levy, who is also a corruption watchdog,
but we just keep doing it,
says this situation reeks of problems.
It's horrible in every way. It's horrible optics, it's horrible ethics. There were probably many other very well qualified officers who could have been promoted. Why him, of all people? It just stinks.
The WBRZ investigative unit showed you before Caleb Reeves was hired on at state police, he had a long history of crashing, starting with his previous employer, the Jackson Parish Sheriff's Office in North Louisiana. We put in a public records request and found Caleb Reeves crashed 3 different times there, too. Just like at state police, 2 of the crashes Reeves was involved in, he was at fault. This mangled brand new Ford Taurus was totaled in 2013 after he crashed into a light pole in a parking lot at 3:30 in the morning. The airbags deployed, and reports note that Caleb Reeves struck the windshield with his forehead. Jackson Parish Sheriff Andy Brown told WBRZ at the time of Reeves' hiring at state police, no one from the state inquired about the crashes Reeves had with his department.
It just boggles the mind. This is a guy who just 2 years ago killed two an 18-year-old and an 11-year-old driving recklessly, and got a slap on the wrist, a suspension from the force, and now he's being promoted. Most people would have been punished for that. In fact, many are. And yet this guy his father was the superintendent, so he gets a pass. It's horrible in every way. It's horrible optics, it's horrible ethics. There were probably many other very well qualified officers who could have been promoted. Why him, of all people? It just stinks.
Levy says Reeves has been the recipient of enormous favors.
These guys don't charge each other. You know, they're all buddies.
Presumably because of who his dad is.
Caleb Reeves is enjoying every kind of privilege that so many other Louisianans, most other Louisianans, don't. And it's totally wrong, it's totally unfair, and we should not allow this to happen.
Tonight he says Reeves shouldn't have been promoted and believes his father committed crimes while leading state police too.
That would easily be a federal crime.
When Kevin Reeves admitted he had his phone sanitized amid state and federal investigations into Ronald Green's death.
You have crimes. I mean, sanitizing his phone is very arguably obstruction of justice, and he gets away with that. And then his son is killing people, and he gets away with that. And not only does he get away with it, he's being promoted. There's just no consequences. There's no accountability. There's just rampant privilege.
Tonight, many of Reeves' co-workers say this shouldn't have been allowed to happen, and they say it's affected morale.
It makes Louisiana look terrible.
Levy echoes those sentiments.
This is the Louisiana State Police, so this is going to not only erode fellow officers' morale, but everybody, the whole public's morale. I mean, how do we trust people like this when they're so transparently corrupt? I don't see how we can.
State police say Reeves' salary is not increasing in his new role and called this a lateral move. His colleagues disagree and say despite not getting a pay raise, it's a highly coveted position that's looked at as a promotion within the agency. Michael?